Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. With the name of Allah, who is very kind and merciful. Welcome to DevOps King channel. In this channel, you will find the solution of different tasks about Azure and AWS DevOps. Today, we shall discuss how we shall configure the ports in the VM and in the Azure portal in part 3. On this channel, you will find the training for the Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Azure Web CICD available as well. If you have any query, please contact on this WhatsApp number. All video on this channel are prepared by certified DevOps engineer. In order to search this channel on the YouTube, please use our DevOps King. You will find the channel DevOps King. Please click the subscribe button so that you can get the notification about the latest upload on the channel. Now in the part 3 of this series about configuring Azure CICD for .NET Core 8 API on Huawei Cloud with Dockers, part 3. First of all, on the VM, we shall check that about the status of the firewall. We shall apply this command, sudo ufw status. We shall come to know that at this time, only few ports are open, like 22 port for SSH, 80 port for HTTP, 443 port for HTTPS, and Nginx full port are open at this time. We need some other ports that I shall explain in the next page. Now we shall open ports from 3000 to 3010 in the firewall. We are opening these ports because we shall use these ports in the reverse proxy. What is the reverse proxy? Reverse proxy is the mechanism like how a reverse proxy works. A client browser sends the request to the reverse proxy instead of directly to the backend server. Like the reverse proxy act as a middleware for the client and for the server. The second step is the reverse proxy determines the appropriate backend server to handle the request. The third one is reverse proxy forward the request to the chosen server. The fourth one is backend server process the request and send its response to the reverse proxy. The reverse proxy forward the response back to the client. This is the process that we shall use in the web API in our application in the configuration. In the next step, after applying the above command, we again, to make sure that all our required ports are open, we shall again apply the command sudo uwf status. We come to know that the ports are open from 3000 to 3010. In the next step, we shall open all these ports from 3000 to 3010 in the portal as well. First of all, log into the Azure portal. After that, click the virtual machine. After that, click on the hosting machine, your required machine. My required machine is Docker POC. So when you click this VM on the Azure portal, in the next step, you will find the section of your hosting machine networking section. You will click on the networking section of your hosting machine on the Azure portal. When you click on the networking portion, you will find the screen like this one screen. In this screen, the section is Docker POC is the name of my VM and networking is its section. So after that, you will, in the networking section, you will find this section, combo box. When you click on this combo box, you will find the two options. One is inbound ports rule and other is outbound port rules. We need inbound port rule at this time. When we click this inbound port rules, we shall get the interface like this interface. On this interface, we shall configure the port 3000 by applying the different parameter in this case. Like, first of all, we shall write 3000 in the destination port section. After this, on the same screen, we shall fill other parts or other parameter like this one. We shall select the protocol TCP, port as 3000, and in the action section we shall select the allow in this case. After providing this parameter, on the same screen we shall provide more input to configure the ports. Like, after selecting the allow section, we shall click on the add button. When we click on the add button, our port 3000 has been created in the Azure portal. After this, we shall make sure that our port 3000 is visible in the networking section. Like, in our VM Docker POC, in the networking section, we shall find the port 3000. For the 3000 port, the protocol is TCP that we have selected during the configuration of the ports, and the source is any, and the destination is any. We also can make it strict as well by applying the IP, but now we have opened it for any IP and any destination. After opening this port of 3000 in the portal, we need other ports as well for the full-fledged functioning of our microservices architecture of the application. Like, after 3000, we shall open the port 3001, 3002, 3003, and so on up to 3010 by repeating the above step in the Azure portal, so that we can complete our application of microservices in the .NET Core. In the next part of this series, we shall configure the Docker file for the web API. See you in the next part. Wish you good luck for your future.